All right, so Mr. Goodinpay, you are connected from Oyo State. Who invited you to this business meeting, sir?
Yeah, she's Tolu by name.
Oh,
Miss Tolu.
Oh, Mrs. Tolu, that's beautiful. All right, thank you so much, Mr. Ogutunpe, for being here with us. We promise you a wonderful moment with us tonight, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you so much, thank you so much, thank you so much. Okay, please, today is your first time. Can I see you wave your hand? If today is your first time being with us, let me see you wave your hand. Let me see you wave your hand, okay? There are some new names I'm seeing here. Alonge, Remilekun. Kindly unmute yourself. Today is the first time I'm seeing the name. Alonge, Remilekun. Kindly unmute yourself quickly so that I get to know where you're connecting from and who invited you to the business meeting tonight. Okay, let me just start unmuting the new names I'm seeing here. I have here Lord Demo. Kindly unmute yourself too. Lord Demo, kindly unmute yourself too. Let me get to know where you're connecting from. Lord Demo, kindly unmute yourself, okay? Let me know where you're connecting from. Kindly unmute yourself, kindly unmute yourself. Yeah, Longe. Yeah, good evening. Hello, Alonge, Remilekun. Yeah, good evening. Where are you connecting from? Looks like she's not really available. Okay, Lord Demo, are you available?
Yes.
All right, good evening, sir. Where are you connecting from, sir?
I'm connecting from Akure on those stage.
From Akure, okay. So who invited you to this business meeting, sir?
Okay, I was invited from Facebook. I don't know the name, sir.
Okay, you don't know the name of the person?
Yes.
That means you have a reservation code with you, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Lodemo, for being here with us. We promise you a wonderful experience with us tonight, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I can see so many names here connected for the first time. I can see here OK Owar, Emmanuel connected for the first time. I can see here Yunus. I don't know. I guess that's the name. Okay, please can you unmute yourself? All right, I can see the name. I can see that's Tijani. Okay, Mr. Tijani. Please kindly unmute yourself. Let me know where you're connecting from. I can see Mr. Kajo connecting. Okay, I can see Stephen Olunloyo connecting. Please, Mr. Tijani, can you kindly unmute yourself? Let me know where you're connecting from. Tijani Akamu, kindly unmute yourself. Let me know where you're connecting from. Mr. Tijani. All right, thank you so much. Since you're not available, let me kick off with the meeting. Thank you so much for connecting to the business meeting today. Okay, I am really happy that we have lots and lots of you. I keep receiving names here. Javier Alonge Remy connecting for the first time. I have Mr. Kajo. Mr. Kajo, someone that invited Mr. Kajo should help him out with the video, okay, with his sound to ensure that he's connected on his sound. Okay, I have here Mr. Tijani. I have here Lodemo. I have you Ogundipe.
Yes,
thank you so much, each and every one of you. Mr. Tijani, where are you connecting from?
From Ogun State, Nigeria.
Ogun State, Nigeria. Today is your first time, right?
Yes, please.
Who invited you here, sir?
One Mr. Churchill.
Oh, Mr. Churchill. Wow. He's one of our great mentors with Realistic Dreams Initiative. We promise you a wonderful moment. We are so happy you connected, Mr. Tijani.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. So let's get the meeting rolling. Now, without wasting much time, the organization that got this meeting put together for each and every one of us is no other than the Realistic Dreams Initiative. And I know many of you must have heard of the Realistic Dreams Initiative. We're actually a registered non-governmental and non-profit organization that is focused on training entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs to live a massively successful life. And the meeting we've got today is quite a unique one. Okay, we are here, yes, to show you a business project that Realistic Dreams Initiative is running currently, where we are helping individuals to be able to build businesses that can actually pay them between 25,000 to over 300,000 naira daily income. That's just minimally, okay? There are some of us that are making more than 300,000 naira daily income from the business project, all right? So that is actually the reason why many of you connected here tonight. And we are so happy to to have you in our meeting today. And this meeting is going to be a 35 minutes meeting, maximum 40 minutes meeting, meaning that before 8:30 p.m., I'm going to be done with the meeting. So I'm going to be very, very fast, and I'm going to need you to pay attention to everything I'm going to be saying. And there are some steps and there are some slides in my presentation I may be skipping because I want to make sure that I keep to time. I know this holy great time, you're spending a lot of time, making a lot of sacrifices to be here tonight. Some of you, this is the time you spend with your kids. Some of you, you are watching the recorded video, so I wouldn't want to take much of your time. There are 3 things I'm here to do for you tonight. Number 1, I'm here to teach you what we call the principles of wealth creation. Why is it that a lot of people have opportunities to witness wonderful business ideas and yet they don't become successful? And that goes a long way in telling you that just having a great business idea like what I want to share with you tonight is not good enough. In as much as we've created so many millionaires in Nigeria alone, we've been able to create over 5,000 self-made millionaires. The records are there. Over 5,000 self-made millionaires. Even though that's it, but guess what? There's a whole lot of persons also that are not successful in the project. So in every business, in every career, what makes you successful is not just the career, it's not just the business, it's not just the industry, it's you, the individual, what you know and what you're doing. So I'm going to take our time to teach you what we call the principles of wealth creation. We always use the platform to empower people with this vital information that will enable them to have a wonderful year 2022. When I'm done with that, I'm going to introduce the business project to you. Don't forget, we are talking about a business that can pay you $25,000 to $300,000 daily income. And the third thing I'm going to be doing tonight is to show you how we intend to support you, how we intend to work with you, and how we intend to help you. All right? So this is not just to come and show you a business opportunity. This is also about exposing to you how we intend to support you, build you, and help you to become very established in the project. My name is Engineer Obala Chukunonso. By God's special grace, I'm the current National Director, Realistic Dreams Initiative, and I'm your host tonight. I'm always excited sharing the opportunity with people because that is what God used to change my life completely back in the days. I'm going to be sharing quite a lot about myself with you. Now, I got a question for you tonight. What is it that you set as a goal to achieve this year, 2022? What is it? I want to advise you, if you're watching the recorded video, get rid of any form of distraction. If you are here live in the Zoom meeting, get rid of any form of distraction. Just focus. In the next couple of minutes, I'll be done. What is it that you set as a goal to achieve this year, 2022? Some of you, your desire is to give your kids the best of the education. Some of you, your desire is to have your own home. Some of you, your desire is to have your own car. Some of you, your desire is to have financial freedom. Yes, that could be your desire. But I have a wonderful question for you tonight. What are the plans you've got to make these dreams become a reality? What are the plans you've got? I remember 7 years ago when I look back at my life, I wasn't proud of the life I created. Yes, I wasn't proud. Then I had 2 kids. They weren't attending good schools. I was living in Face Me and Face You kind of apartment. Before I earn a dime, I will have to sweat for it. I wasn't happy with the life that I created. Guess what happened? 7 years after, we are talking about having, in a network in millions. When I mean in millions, I mean in mega millions. What changed for me? What changed? What changed? Just 3 things. Number 1, I opened up my mind to possibilities, opportunities, skills, acquiring knowledge. Number 2, I made a decision that I am not going to remain where I've been, where I am. I'm going to move higher. Number 3, I took an action. I made a move. I took an action. A lot of you, you sit down, you learn things, you tell yourself, I want to have a new year. You're not learning new things, no new decision to make sure you don't stay at the same level. And number 3, you're not taking action. I'm sorry, you will repeat last year. You're going to have a repetition, or maybe even worse. That's what it costs. So my advice to you tonight is this. Take our time and ask yourself some simple questions. Do I know what it takes to become wealthy? Because one of the things we found out is that people learn to work hard for their money, but they never learn the principles of wealth creation. And we have 3 major principles of wealth creation I never want you to forget. Number one is this, what we call income producing assets over liabilities. So let's do this with ourselves. Check all your income. Check everything you earned last year. How much did you earn? Some of you 10 million, 5 million, 4 million. Ask yourself, how much of percentage of this money went into what we call income producing assets? How much of it? Some of you, and you are the ones I'm here for. Some of you is zero. In the name of you have needs. You don't have money. The one you have is too small for you. I am sorry. It will never be enough. Needs will keep increasing. So quit that flimsy excuse of never having enough. If 200,000 an income as an income in a month is not enough for you, 150 will not be enough for you. So take out 50,000 naira and invest. If a million naira is not enough for you, trust me, 900,000 naira will not be enough for you. Take out 100,000 every month and invest. Income producing assets over liabilities. I prefer using the word needs over liabilities. Needs will never get to an end. We'll never finish. Always remember that. Then the second principle of wealth creation is creating residual income over active income. What is residual income? I love the way Warren Buffett puts it. Any money while you are sleeping. The money you generate while you are sleeping, we call it what? Residual income. Now, for you to have a residual income, it means you must have a business already established. A business system that allows you to earn money, leverage on people, effort, and on systems for you to earn money. You must think about creating residual income, because for every single wealthy man you meet, they never became wealthy through active income. Never. Let me even ask you, what is not financial wealth is not how much you have. Yes, it's not how much you have. It's how much you can produce without having your time input. Yes, that's why those of you that are self-employed and employees, I'm going to advise to think about building a business. Build a business, establish it. And that's exactly what we are offering you tonight. And the last part is leveraging value through a duplicating system. I may not have all the time to explain this part, but let me just use a simple illustration to explain to you what this truly means. Some of you here, if I should give you an option to take 3 million naira cash or to have one kobo that duplicates its value over 31 days, how many of you here will choose 3 million naira cash? Let me see you. Let me see you wave your hand quickly. How many of you will take 3 million naira cash? How many of you will take 3 million naira cash? 3 million cash. How many of you? Over one kobo. Over one kobo. Mr. Pekayo, are you going to take 3 million naira cash? Unmute yourself. Are you sure?
No, that was
Some people will tell you, I'm going to take the 3 million naira cash. But I'm going to advise you. If truly you want to build wealth, you have to get into where your effort and your income is duplicated over time, over a system. And it's not every financial vehicle that will offer you that. It's not all. So let me just give you this. Over 31 days, one kobo duplicates up to the tune of 10.73 million. But look at the irony of life. Many of you, you will choose 3 million because you don't want to take the risk. So this is the vital lesson. In order to leverage value through a duplicating system, there is a level of risk. I'm not talking about investing your money in Ponzi scheme. All those things are nonsense. Money doubling, all those platforms, those things are nonsense. I'm talking about genuinely building a business system where you have people that are working, real people, putting in time and effort and generating massive income for you. If you're going to build wealth, you must have to deploy the principle of what duplication or multiplication in your earnings. There is something in business school we call the law of capital. In terms of cash flow, your greatest asset is your earning potential. So the more you develop the ability to earn, the wealthier you become. Did you hear what I just said? The more you develop the ability to earn money, the wealthier you become. The more you develop the ability to earn more money, the wealthier you become. So I think it all explains itself. Very, very simple. You want to become more wealthy? Develop the ability to earn more money. And I know many of you here will love to keep your money in the bank. Yes, you will love to keep it in the bank. But I'm sorry, the bank is a place where inflation will keep eating on your money. Forget about the interest they say they're going to pay you. 1.5% in a year, and inflation takes down your money at the rate of 18%. You are left with 60% devaluation on your money. Come on. You can never buy the same item today you would have bought yesterday with the same amount of money. So without another source of income, we lose the ability to buy same items constantly because of price hikes caused by inflation. So the secret to wealth creation is having a system that generates money for you and income for you. And you do that through building a business. We always say that the true system is one that saves you stress, energy, time, and money. All right. So those of you that are self-employed today, or you are employees today, you just belong to 95% of the world population struggling for 5% of all the world income. You want to build wealth, switch over to the other side of the equation, where we have just 5% of the world population. Yes, enjoying like 5% of the wealth. That is it. You must learn to leverage. Without it, nobody gets wealthy. I say it again. You must learn to what? Leverage. Without it, nobody gets wealthy. And if you don't find a way to earn money while you sleep, you will work surely till you die. That's not a curse. These are nuggets and principles that can keep you and make you wealthy. Yes, I know there are some challenges that comes with building businesses in Nigeria. Developing an idea or a vision, raising capital, instability of government policies, dealing with deadly inflation rates, multiple taxation, just to mention but a few. That's the reason why RDI, Realistic Dreams Initiative Organization, has put together this business project to help you in building a business. We're going to support you. Yes, we know building a business is not easy. Forget about all those nonsense you see online where they tell you you can become a millionaire overnight. That will never happen. It doesn't happen. Yes, it doesn't happen. Being a millionaire, being successful comes with a lot of dedication, focus, and hard work. And we are talking about helping you to build a business that can put into your pocket 25,000 to over 300,000 naira daily income. I always tell people, do not allow your past experiences or the limitation of your imagination to prevent you from taking up on this opportunity. Yes, don't allow that. We know you must have had ugly experiences in the past, but never what? Hinder you. For some of you, maybe you are looking for a way to raise funds for personal projects. You are welcome to RDI. Through this same business system, you're going to have enough money to be able to do what? To cater for your projects. As a matter of fact, we always tell people, in 6 months following our mentorship program and our support, you should be able to have generated over $1 million. In 1 year, you can generate as much as 2.something million. Within 5 years being in the project, I've made 115 million naira. I know many of you will not believe it. Who cares? Who cares? Yes, who cares? Now, the business project is Share It, Get Paid project. That's what we call it. It's called the Share It, Get Paid project. It's a project that allows you to share information. Anyone can share information. You pick your phones every day, you go on Facebook, you are sharing, you are liking, you are posting, you are retweeting. Have you ever been paid? Now, today, you are given an opportunity to share information about our partner companies and you get paid for it hugely. We are talking about a business that has an earning potential of over 25,000 to 300,000 naira daily income. And the global vision of this project is to create 100,000 entrepreneurs that earn about 4 million naira every month. Now, this is not a get-rich-quick system. It's a get-rich for sure. When we mean get-rich for sure, nobody in the system over time doesn't get rich. Get-rich for sure business system. But listen, there are 3 basic criteria that qualifies one to be part of the project. The first criteria, you must be willing to build or own a business. The second criteria, you must believe in the vision of the project. Yes, our vision is to help you earn 4 million. Some persons will tell you, is that so outrageous? I'm sorry, we are not here for those of you that want to earn 50,000 or 100,000 a month. No. Now, the third criteria is that you must be willing to be trained and mentored. Engineer, I don't have the time. I'm sorry, you are not ready to make money this year. How many hours do you need? You need minimally 5 to 7 hours in a week in order to become super successful in this business. We have mentors, we have leaders, we have coaches that are going to be taking you by hand and give you practical support to start earning money. And you can't come and tell me you don't have the time to learn on how to share. No. That means you are not qualified even to be in this business meeting. So if you think you're not qualified, better disconnect from the meeting because it's a sheer waste of time and resources. But if you think you're qualified for this project, you are willing to build or own a business, you are willing to be mentored, you believe in the vision of the project, send me a message on the chat right away saying, I'm qualified. Let's go. Send me a message on the chat. I want to see those that are sending me those messages. Send me a message on the chat saying, I'm qualified. Let's go. Send me a message on the chat saying, I'm qualified. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Mr. John Uzo, are you qualified for this project? Do you think you're qualified? Alonge, is it Remilek? Do you think you're qualified? Do you think so? Lodemo, are you qualified for the project? Do you think you're qualified for the project? Simon Ogezi, are you qualified for the project? Those of you I'm unmuting, if you're qualified, echo back to me telling me I'm qualified. Are you qualified, Mr. Lodemo? Are you?
I'm qualified.
Wow, that's awesome. Make sure you stay to the end of the meeting. Mr. John Uzo, do you think you're qualified for the project? Unmute yourself. I want to hear you talk. Do you think you're qualified for the project? Do you think you're qualified?
Yeah, I'm qualified.
Okay, all right. Good to see that. Okay. Where is the next person? Okay, I have here Simon Ogezi. Do you think you're qualified for the project?
I'm qualified.
Okay, you are qualified for the project, and make sure you stay connected to the end of the meeting. We have lots and lots of new persons joining us today in the business meeting. Now, the project has blessed my life. I must share with you. Sincerely, I must share with you. 2016, when I lost over 77 million naira of my business capital, I used to run an ICT company, and then I'm into ICT sales, and I lost so much money. I had an office in Ilorin, Kwara State. I had an office in those of you that are telling me you are in Ondo State, sorry, in Ilorin, trust me, I know Ilorin so well. My office used to be, I shared the same building with Ostrich Bakery. Ostrich Bakery around along Unity Roundabout, along Taiwo Road. Yes, Taiwo Road, Unity Roundabout. I closed down the company, an ICT firm there. That was in 2016. I lost over 77 million. I used to have a branch of my company in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. It was this project that God used to put me back on track. In 2017, I went full-time into the project. Within 5 months, I made over 15 million. I always tell people my results are not typical. I'm a top mentor. Yes, in the project. Yes. But I can mentor you to start generating millions, even much more than what I earned. Someone asked me, is it possible to make over 15 million naira in a year between now and the end of the year in this project? I'm telling you, yes, very, very possible. Last year alone, I made over more than 18 million. Very, very possible. Today, I'm living life on my terms, and I believe if I can make it, each and every one of you too can make it. That's my older son. He's 9 years of age. From the time he makes 7, he clocked 7, he was making over 2.4 million every single year. I've traveled around the world, had the best of the holidays with my wife, with my loved ones, and with the people that matters to me. Members of RDI, they've traveled around the world with me. And this can also be your own experience. The company on its own has won so many global awards, and one of their greatest achievements is that they've been able to create over 30,000 self-made millionaires within 15 years. And in Nigeria alone, we've been able to create more than 5,000 self-made millionaires. By September this year, we'll be exactly 10 years in Nigeria. So if you think that this is a new project, think again. This is not a new project. We'll be here for some time. Yes. And guess what? I believe so much that this year we're going to be creating much more millionaires than we created last year. So how do you get started off with this Share It, Get Paid project? How is it that I share information and I get paid for it? So let's look first at how to get started. Then we get into how you get paid. Number one, you are to purchase a business lot from the company. You buy a business lot and you're going to have freebies, free products and services that will be given to you. What more than whatever you paid? That's awesome to hear. Number two, once you buy your business lot in the Share It, Get Paid project, you are to join the RDI Millionaire School, where we give you the basic orientation, and then you'll be admitted where you'll be assigned a mentor that's going to work with you. When I mean working with you in the Millionaire School runs Monday to Fridays. Whether you are online, whether you're offline, whether you are so busy, we have every tool required. We have every materials required to mentor you, no matter how tight your schedule is. The only thing we want from you is the willingness to master the project, and we can do that for you. Yes, you go to a foundation class and then we admit you and assign you a mentor that will ensure that you become very, very successful. RDI NGO has never left anyone behind, and we are not going to start with you. Here you're going to submit your bank account number for linking. Federal government is interested in the project, so every single cover you earn, federal government will take 5% of the money. Remember that 5% will go off. You will never have access to it. I'm telling you. And then obviously you're going to get involved in sharing of the information. Some of you may ask me, what kind of information am I sharing? Audios, videos, banners, text messages on WhatsApp, online and offline. And you are paid hugely for it. So it's actually an opportunity to own a franchise with a company. Several reasons why people are really doing this business. Number one is that they pay you instantly as you share those information and people connect to the company, patronize them. They pay you instantly. Number 2 is no targets. There is no target of any sort being given to you. Number 3 is no ownership. Do you know what is no ownership? The company says once you purchase their business plot, it gives you a one-time and a lifetime account. You will never be asked to pay another money again. You will never be asked to pay another money again. Number 4, sorry, is the one I love the most. It's multiple accounts. It allows you to make much more money. Let me give you an example. Assuming you share information about 20 persons, you make practically 70,000. You have one account. If I have 3 accounts and I share the same information, 20 persons connected to the company, I make 140,000 because I have 3 accounts. So multiple accounts enables you to make much more money compared to someone that just have 1 or 2 accounts. That is the reason why in RDI, even if you don't have the money to go for 3 business plots, we reserve it for you, and then you can pay in installment and we ensure that you get started off, within 3 months, within 2 months, which is 8 weeks. You pay for 1 account, then you can add extra to, the second and the third account in installment. We allow you to do that because we don't want people that will lose out money to this great business project or system. The 5th one is free food products that will be given to you starting from the day you purchase your business plot. You're going to get tired. Last year alone, I received free food products worth more than 10 million naira. Can you imagine that? Number 6 is free international trips for those of you that love traveling. I'm telling you, I've never visited any embassy in my life, and yet I travel for holidays every single year. All I need to do is to submit my international passport. Then the visas are stamped for me. It's always all paid, all expense paid trips that I do enjoy. And the last part is another one I love. I know many of you here will be thinking, you'll be waiting for me to tell you one product or the other you'll be looking for to sell, looking for people to sell to. No, there is no product you are selling. Selling is not a must in this business project. Our partner companies, they have products and services, but it's not your responsibility to sell their products. Their product sells itself. Share information that connects people to the company. They do what they like to do. You are not the one to sell anything. So I'm not here to sell any products to you or to refer you to one product or the other. I hope that is clear. These are the board of directors. The person at the center is Dr. Eduardo Cabantong. That's the CEO of the company. And then that's a picture I took with the CEO of the company back in the days. That was 2018. Okay. That was the first time I traveled to the city of Manila, Philippines, to get to see the management. And that's my wife wearing red. And that's the wife of the CEO over here. This was 2019 when I was inducted into the top 500 earners in the world out of millions of people worldwide. I'm among the top 500 earners in the world. So I can categorically tell you, trust me, I am here to help you. RDI mentors, the allied mentors, the masterminds, God has truly blessed us through this project. And for some of you that don't know RDI, we are here to help people. We are here to train people. We are genuinely interested in your well-being, ensuring that you become successful financially. I always tell people, you can't be with RDI NGO and the next 3 months and your life wouldn't take a 360 degrees turnaround. Practical impossible. I'm telling you, you cannot. So we are here to help you. Thank God for people like us and then other mentors in RDI and masterminds that become super successful. And that's why we are here to give back to you. That's my own mentor over here, Engineer Fombo from Akwa Ibom State. This is the man that God used to change my life. I always remember what my pastor, my mentor will always tell me. If God wants to change your life, he will bring somebody into your life. And trust me, there are a lot of people that are here that God has changed their lives because they came in contact with me. I've never met them one-on-one before, but their life got changed for good. The same way today, I believe that I'm an agent of change to someone listening to me. I believe that I'm not talking to everybody here, but I know so well, I'm convinced in my heart that I'm speaking to just one person, and I pray that that person opens up his heart and his mind to possibilities, and I promise that person the next 12 months, the person will look back today, 25th of January, 2022, and say, thank God that I attended the business presentation being pioneered by Engineer Nonso. I believe that so much. This man, God used him to change my life. And I believe that as you are here today, God is going to use RDI mentors and coaches and the leaders there to support you to become financially established. These are just to mention but a few. Some of the awards I've received both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. I want to let you know that this project has been designed to empower you and your family. This young lad here motivated me so much to ensure that my son becomes a billionaire. When I traveled, I saw a young lad that earns so much money. I said, I want my son to be like this. And that was exactly what happened. We've supported so many persons that never believed that where they are coming from, they can have their own cars, they can have their own properties, who helped so many of them. So many of them. I believe that One of the days, I'm going to have lots and lots of them. They're going to be online to share their success stories with you practically. Now, that's our National Secretary, Eminent Augusta. Less than 3 years in the project. She started 2017, but less than 3 years, she made over 25 million in the business projects. She's actually one of our top mentors in Realistic Dreams Initiative, pioneering a powerful organization called the Alpha Lion Group. These are the people that she mentors directly. Listen to me carefully. All of you connected here tonight, let me tell you, once you get started off with the project, mentors are assigned to you that must ensure it's our responsibility. In fact, it's failure on our side for you not to succeed. We believe in the mantra that for you to call yourself a success, then your successors must become successful. The business project on its own was awarded by the International Innovation 2018 under the Service and Solution category section for daily payout system, creating a system that pays out their customers. Let me share with you some of my daily alerts. Just last year, can you imagine waking up in the morning and you are earning this kind of money? Look at my name here. Check the alert. I check it's credited. Can you imagine waking up every morning and receiving this kind of alert? 203,000, 532,000, 118,000, 201,000, 237,000, 217,000, 54,000, 184,000, 77,000, 81,000, 288,000. Can you imagine any kind of money? 408,000, 62,000, 234,000, 87, 407, 351, 398, 264, 338, 61. I can keep counting and counting. I can see that. You can see 7something,000. Listen to me. Daily income. Listen, I know many of you will be like, hey, how do I get to this point? See, it doesn't happen overnight. That's one unique thing about RDI. I'm not going to tell you, once you buy into this business project, you will start earning $500,000 every day like me. Hey, come on. That's not going to happen overnight. Don't let anyone deceive you. This is my 5 years full time into the project. My work is to help you get to this point in less than 3 years. That's my duty. But you have to be willing to allow me to help you. You have to be willing. You have to be willing. If you're not willing, I can't help you. There's no one that wouldn't want to have this kind of income. Can you imagine this? Nobody wouldn't want to have this kind of income. Everybody want to have this kind of income. I pity some of you that are thinking in your mind that this is a made-up alert. I pity you because this is chicken change. This is peanuts. I pity some of you that will say, he made it up. Come on. Come on. If you're not okay where you are financially, today you have an opportunity to have a 360-degree turnaround on your finances. Let me just leave this section because I can actually bamboozle your mind with alerts. If you think this project is for poor people, think again. This is the president of Uganda. He has 100 accounts in the project. This is the current commissioner of finance. He has an account with the project. This is the current governor of Ondo State. He has an account with the project. Current governor of Benue State, part of the project. Olusegun Obasanjo, part of the project. Those of you that have a job, always remember that it's not like job security. In case if you think that job is so secure, this is the time to start building your own family business because your children will never inherit your own job. You die as a professor, you died as a professor. Your children will never inherit your professorship. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And I've never retired. I've never seen anyone that retired from a job being wealthy. So you don't need to end up like them. Today you have an opportunity to earn. There are about 8 major ways this company pays you as you share those information. I'm going to share with you just 2. The second down to the 8 are the mega ways you earn. What's the first way you earn? It's called a reward bonus. The reward bonus is the bonus you are paid out once you share information and people patronize the company. How much are you paid? 5,000 for each sharing. 5,000. But guess what? This is peanuts because the day you don't share, you don't earn a dime. And if people doesn't, hey, take a look at the company, connect to the company, come on, you don't get paid. But there is another income that we call the residual matching reward. This is where you get paid whether you shared or not. Come on, I'm not saying you buy into the project and think it's an investment scheme. No, the work there is to share with your mobile phone, that's all. But guess what? You also get paid much more from other people's sharing. I hope you heard what I said. So you can actually get paid for my sharing. You can actually get paid from your mentor's sharings. And we're not talking about a mediocre income. We are talking about a daily income of 210,000. Can you imagine that? I want to show you how you can activate your account and get your account to qualify to start earning the residual matching reward. Don't forget, the account you are paying for is just once. One time, lifetime, no ownership. Once you pay for that account, The company will create for you what we call two business portfolio. Two business portfolio. The left portfolio and the right portfolio. Permit me to use some graphics to explain this. Pay very much attention, because before 8:30 or at most by 8:30, I am done with the presentation, meaning I have only 10 more minutes to go. Yes, I have 10 more minutes to go. I'm going on radio right now to go and talk about the project in the state where I am. The project is running globally. Listen, pay attention on how you earn. You have two business portfolio, the left portfolio and the right portfolio. The company said, all that needs to happen for you to activate your account to earn the residual matching reward, or to start earning the residual matching reward, is to ensure that one business slot is purchased from the left portfolio and from the right portfolio. Whether it was through your sharing or not, the company doesn't care. Listen, but if the people buying the business slot bought the business through your personal sharing, we pay you 5,000 naira. Now, for every single business slot purchased from your left portfolio and the right portfolio, whether you are the one that shared or not, they pay you $20, which is 7,000. This is where you earn mega money. This is where the leverage is. This is where you can earn money through this business system while you are sleeping. Yes, that's how it happens. Some of you, the first time you earn the 7,000, you think, oh, come on, that's too small. But you don't know that is a starting point of something mega in your life. So watch this. Watch this for yourself. This lady here learns how to share. She shares 5 business slot purchased. You are not the one that shared for the 5 business slot to be purchased. But for the fact it was purchased from your left portfolio, it is counted as if you are the one that shared. The same happens on the right. The only difference is this: you will not be paid the 5,000 naira reward bonus. Don't forget. But see the matching reward, you get paid. One from the left portfolio and from the right gives you $20, 7,000. Now you have the 5 on the left, 5 from the right. You are not the one that shared the information, but you get paid what? $100 US. That's 20 times 5. Play it in your mind with the power of duplication. Each of the business slot has its own left and right portfolio. So 5 left gives you what? 10 portfolios. We have 10 on the left and 10 on the right. Guess how much you get paid? Over $200. This is so beautiful. I know many of you, what is going on in your mind right now? How can this be? Is it possible? That is why I started by telling you, do not allow your past experiences or the limitation of your imagination to prevent you from being open-minded to possibilities. Stay open-minded. Now, the maximum you can earn with one account is 210,000 in one day. So when we are talking about 300,000, you must have more than one account. Why is one account, more than one account, very, very important? Take a look at this. Assuming you have 3 business slots, watch this. Maybe the 3 business slots is this account here, and then this number 2 account, this lady's account is your own account, and this man's account is your own account. What happens? All the sharings that happens here pays your second account, pays your first account. All the sharings that happens here pays this account, pays this account. So multiple accounts enables you to earn more money. And we are all mentoring you and supporting you to ensure that your left and your right business portfolios are connected with business accounts. That is what we are doing. So this is what we call the first come advantage. Now, remember I told you 3 things I'm doing for you: teaching you the principles of wealth creation, showing you the opportunity, and showing you how we intend to support you. So how do you get practical support? The practical support you are to receive has been built into the system through what we call first come advantage. Why you should buy a business slot now. So assuming at the end of the presentation and I ask, how many of you here wants to purchase your business slot? And some person tells me, let me go and think about it. I don't think I have the money right now. I have school fees to pay. I have house rents to pay. The truth is this: you will never have the money. There will never be a better time to start a business. The best time to ever start a business is now. That's simple. There will never be a better time. Nobody is waiting for you. So at the end of the presentation, this is I myself here. Don't forget, I have my left portfolio and my right portfolio. And I ask, how many of you here wants to buy your business slot? Madam Mr. Lodemo says, Engineer, so I'm the first one. I'm the first person. I'm number 1. And that's the reason why in our presentations, once we are done with our presentation, we give people an opportunity to put their business slots. And guess what happens? As people are booking their business slots and making payments, we are taking note of the time they make their payments, because that matters. How does it matter? Watch what I want to show you around. Don't forget, I have 2 business portfolio, the left and the right portfolio. Oh God, I got just 5 minutes and I got to do this. So Mr. Lodemo says, Engineer, so I want to be the first to buy. It's not by saying you're going to be the first. He pays. Watch this. Mr. Lodemo, this is you over here. You buy a business plot on my left portfolio. Madam Sarah says, okay, Engineer, so I'm buying again. I'm buying a business plot. Madam Sarah buys the business plot from the right. Now, guess what happens? The company made it very clear. Only 2 business portfolios can exist on my account. One left and one right. So the next person buying the business plot, because Mr. Lodemo or any of you has occupied the left business slot and the right business slot, the next person buying a business slot using the same reservation code buys under you directly and you get paid for it. That's what we call what? The first come advantage. So we, the mentors, we're not sitting down just waiting for you to come and share information. We live by example. We have people buying business lots. So the earlier you buy yours, the better for you. All right? So watch this. Fatima says, Engineer Nosa, I'm buying my business lot. Guess what? I don't have a choice. Fatima buys the business lot under you. Lodemo. But guess what? You won't be paid the 5,000. Apos buys the business lot under you. You won't be paid the 5,000. But the company said, one business lot on the left and on the right qualifies your account to earn a matching reward of 7,000. And that is where everything starts getting sweeter. Fatima shares to Basi and Apos shares to Amadi. You don't know who they are. You are paid 7,000 because one left, one right, 7,000. Basi shares to Frank, Amadi shares to Tunde, 7,000. Can you imagine now having multiple accounts? Daily payout, no time frame, no maintenance. Let me say this again. I know many of you will be thinking this is not possible. One of the hardest part of life is deciding whether to try again or to walk away, especially those of you that have had ugly experiences of organizations that come up and tell you, we will work with you, we will take you by the hand. Trust me, contact the people that brought you here. RDI has never left anyone behind. In fact, I can beat my chest and tell you, as a director, if you follow our mentorship program and the support we are giving you, follow us to later, everything we are doing. 6 months, you don't start generating income. I personally will write you a check or whatever you pay to be part of the project. What an audacious statement. Yes. Do you know why? The system is there. The system has created so many millionaires. We have over 17,000 persons worldwide being mentored by our various mentors and coaches in Realistic Dreams Initiative. So we are not doing a test run on you. We are not doing a test run. The system we are sharing with you is tested and trusted. This is 10 years. This year, September, will make it 10 years. So we are not trying to experiment on you. We've created more than 5,000 self-made millionaires. The only thing holding you back right now is simply your fears. And guess what? Fear is beautiful. But it's either you let fear to stop you, or you can allow it to do what? To fire you up to achieving your dreams. Don't allow your life and your life aspirations and your dreams to be controlled by fear. Be driven by your goals. Right now, remember every single thing you wanted to achieve this year, 2022. Look at yourself. Look at your book. Get a pen and a paper. Write it down again. The 3 most important things you want to achieve this year. Today, you have a vehicle that can get you there. Are you going to allow the fear of failure? Are you going to allow the fear of loss to rob you of it? Why am I sounding this way? Many of you here, you have all the money, but guess what? You're going to rob yourself of this great opportunity. That's the reason why someone like me, I don't have pity on the poor. I give most of my money back to the poor, but I have pity on them. I just do it because I want to do it. Because I believe so much that anyone can become successful. I've seen people that are struggling and you bring something that can change their lives, and then they come back at you and they say, no, I don't have pity on them. Each and every one of us today have an opportunity to have our financial life turned around for good. Not just you yourself, even your own children. Today, I pay the school fees of my kids. Trust me, that's not funny for some people. That's not funny for some people. But guess what? It was the money that my kids made from their own account that I withdrew to pay their fees. You can decide to buy a business loan for your children, for your wife, for every single person that you love, and get them to start making money on their own. I'm sorry, I feel that I got to end this presentation here. All right, so I think I've shown you how we intend to support you. I think the only thing remaining right now is for me to show you how much it will cost you to have your business slot. Okay, I can see some people sending me messages talking about multiple accounts. All right, private chatting me. I wish you could send those messages. Please, if you want to send me a message, send it openly so that sometimes when I read out things, it doesn't look as if I'm making them up. Please, I'm asking you a favor you're going to do for yourself. Go for minimum of 3 accounts. And I want to say something that's very, 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 very important. Now, very, very important. Today, you have an opportunity to acquire the business slot very, very cheap. Go for 3 accounts. Mark it somewhere. You're going to take down my phone number. You're going to call me a week after. You're going to call me 2 weeks after. And you're going to ask me, how much will it cost me to start? The price you will hear, your ear will tingle. I'm telling you, I'm giving you an in-house secret. Those of you that have 3 accounts, you have the privilege to have an earning potential worth over 630,000, over 630,000 naira. 3 accounts is always so beautiful, but the best is always 7 accounts. That's always the best. And today you have an opportunity to purchase 7 accounts at a very, very extremely reduced price. I'm also speaking to those of you that are already part of the project. In case you have 1 account or 2 accounts, pay attention to what I want to say right now. Don't say Jan also didn't warn you. In fact, I got to skip this page now and get to how much it will cost you, because something is happening in the project that is very, 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 very important for each and every one of us to know about. But anyway, for some of you that want to raise funds, we have a business system that can allow you to raise over 17-point-something billion naira in 1 year. You are interested? Once you buy a business plot, your mentors will be ready to work with you. Take a look at this lady. 3 accounts within 8 days made over $500,000. This young lady too, within 3 weeks, made over $1 million. Don't forget there are many other ways to earn. Remember, I told you there are about 8 ways to earn. I didn't have enough time to explain that. In our mentorship programs, in our built online and offline, for those of you that are very busy, we have a very robust mentoring platform online called the RDI Millionaire School. It's a beautiful place to be. So even if you're so busy, we have a schedule that can fit in for you. All right. So it's very important you get to know that. All right. So let's get to the cost of the business slot. 1 business slot will cost you over 81,840 naira. So it can cost approximately 80,000. Listen to me. Listen to me. There is a promo the company is running now, and you are allowed to pay 49,990. Mark my words, this promo this time around, they don't normally give us an insight when the promo will end. This one we know now. They just alerted us. I'm not trying to make up this, because at the end of the day, this presentation will be on Zoom, so it will be on YouTube. If I'm lying, definitely to be a dent on my integrity and on my image. And for those of you that knows that, you know I love working with my head tall. You know that. You have an opportunity to purchase 1 business plot today for approximately 50,000. If you delay more than 1 week, you will buy the business plot for 80,000. I am not exaggerating. I say it again. If you delay more than a week, you will buy 1 business slot for 80,000. I'm saying it again and again. If you delay more than 1 week, we purchase 1 business plot for 80,000. Engineer, also, is that not too much? Why would you say it's too much? Maybe you haven't started a business in the past. Come on, do you think that 80,000 naira is too much of a money to have a business, to start a business that can pay you over 210,000 naira daily income? Come on, think again. Think again. Think again. I'm an entrepreneur. I've started businesses in millions. How much does it cost me to start this business? Then I started with 3 accounts. That was when the business plot was 70,000. That's why I started with about 210,000. Today I have 40 accounts. All my children, they all have 3 accounts. And guess what? Before this 1 week runs over, I'm going to be buying many more slots, because I don't want to pay more money to buy my business slots. And I always say that my best buy is 3 business slots, 3 profit centers, because each business slot gives you an opportunity to keep earning and to earn much more. I'm going to advise you, go for 3 business slots. This time around, I will tell you, if you don't pay completely, my dear, in the next 1 week, we are paying 80,000 naira. Don't say I didn't warn you. I'm giving you an in-house expo today. So take advantage of the opportunity. For those of you that want to book your business slot, I'm going to be dropping my details. Don't forget that the future belongs to those who see possibilities before it becomes obvious. Always remember that if your dreams must be, it is up to you. Whatever you want out of life, you can have it. Be it giving your kids the best of your educations, or family vacations, or building a house, or having a car, or giving back to society. All you just need to do is to wake up. Wake up to the fact that for your life to change, you have to take full responsibility. You must see your personal success as a duty, as an obligation, and as a personal responsibility. Today, you have an opportunity to take an action to become a share it, get paid business partner. We always tell people that with God and with our NGO program, you are surely secured financially. Yes, take advantage of what we are offering you today. So for those of you that want to buy your business lot, one business lot today is 49,990. Either you pay it today or next week, you paying 80,000 naira. I've never sounded this way before, but for sure, that's what it's going to be. So you're going to take down my phone number right now. The first thing you have to do is to SMS your name and your location to book a slot. Okay? That booking is very important. That is what we use in giving you numbers. So it is fastest fingers first. All right? So take down my phone number quickly and then send me your name, your location, and how many business slots you will love to have quickly. All right? You can screenshot this page. I should have closed this meeting by now, so I'm just giving us extra 10 minutes. So I have only 5 more minutes to go. I will use this 5 minutes now to take on questions and to open up even my own personal account for you to see. All right, so screenshot the page to make it faster for you. Screenshot this page right now so you don't lose my number. Okay? If you have done it, can I hear you say, I've done it? Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Hello, if you've done it, can I hear you say, I've done it?
I've done it. Tijani, I've done it.
Okay, Tijani, you've done it. Mr. Lodemo, have you done it? Okay.
Yes, please.
All of you screenshot this page. Is very important. When you screenshot it, it will save in your phone so they can reach me with it. Now, the first thing you have to do is to SMS your name, your WhatsApp me your name, your location, and how many slots you love to have. I pray you become wise tonight. Don't wait till next week. You will pay 8,000 naira. I'm telling you, we pay 8,000. It is so painful for me to say it, but please take action on this. All right. So right now, I want to show you the sample of your account. The account that will be created for you. How does it look like? All right. How many of you will love to see my account? Sincerely speaking, how many of you will love to see my account? Mr. Tijani, would you love to see my account? Hello, Mr. Tijani, would you love to see my account?
By the grace of God.
Mr. Lodemo, would you love to see my account?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Lodemo, kindly unmute yourself again, Mr. Lodemo. I want to open my account and I want to be the one to read out what I have in my account. Someone is telling me I already have an account, okay, bought earlier today. Oh, that's awesome. Simon Ogezi, I'm going to ask you, buy more than one account. This one is not a promo of paying installment to secure it. No. It's a new thing altogether. Buy more accounts and have more than one account. All right, so Mr. Lodemo, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Can you see my screen? I'm sharing my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right, so this is the login page of the project. Okay, everybody, we are going to have their own login page. If I let me load it so you see. All right, everybody's going to have their login page. Once you pay for your business slot, within 42 to about 72 hours, we're going to have your username and password created. So that's my own username. I have about 5 usernames and password. Let me just log in into one. The one I want to log in right now, from it alone, I've made almost 85 million. And I want you all to see it for yourself. Take a look at my picture. Take a look at my face, okay? And you're going to see that young man here. That's me here. You can see my name here, Chukunon Sobala. That's who I am, all right? So I'm going to be showing Mr. Lodemo how much I've earned in my account. So Mr. Lodemo, can you see where I'm pointing at? Written total commission on all accounts. Can you see it?
Yes.
How much are you seeing there?
Total commission on our account.
How much are you seeing there? I'm pointing at it.
Point at it, point at it.
Look at it here.
Move the cursor again.
Total commission of all accounts. How much are you seeing there?
I'm not seeing it.
Oh my God, just scroll down, just go down, I'm going to see it. Total commission of all accounts. Can you see where I'm pointing? That's about 85,342,507 naira 71 kobo. Did you see it?
No.
Oh my God. Oh my, that means you are using a phone. That means your phone is not on full, it's not on full screen.
I've seen it. 34,000 million.
84 million.
Okay, 76,000.
No. You are reading how much I've earned on my current account. I'm talking about on all the accounts here. Go down to see the second one. 85 million.
Yes.
342,000.
507.
Exactly. Exactly. Now, can you imagine? This is how much I have earned from my 25 accounts. If you go here, you're going to see all my accounts. You can see these are all my IDs. These are my 25 IDs. Okay, I have 15, the remaining 15 IDs in other usernames and passwords. So when you pay for your business plot, that is how your account will be activated. All right, I'm going to be taking on questions. I believe everyone right now must have taken down my phone number and then the account numbers to make their payments. All right, so I'm going to be taking on questions. So, but first of all, those of you that are interested, quickly pick your phones right now. After screenshotting this page, send me a WhatsApp message to book your slot. Don't forget, first come, first serve. If you're watching the recorded video, just know we still operate first come, first serve every single day. So pick your phones right away. Send me your name, your location, and how many business plots you wish to acquire. Send it to me as a WhatsApp message to the number you have on the screen. That's 08081 335 771. So over to you, Mr. Lodemu. Are you interested in the project I just shared with you tonight? Are you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
How many business plots would you love to go for?
Three.
3 business plots. You've taken down my phone number. Please make sure you send me your full names, your location, and then the 3 slots you said you're booking. You can see the account number on the screen. Either you are paying into Access Bank or you're paying into Zenith Bank. But please take note, only mobile bank app transfer is allowed. Don't use POS. Don't use USSD code. Only mobile bank app. You must have your own personal bank app. If you're using GT Bank, use the GT Bank app. You have Zenith Bank app, and make the transfer, or you make transfer through direct deposit. You take cash and go to the bank, Access Bank or Zenith Bank. After that, you're going to snap for me your transfer details and send it to me on WhatsApp. Once you send to me on WhatsApp, I will acknowledge it and then get you admitted into our foundation class. Thank you so much, Mr. Lodemo, for being part of this presentation and opening your mind to the opportunity. I want to promise you that we will never leave you behind. We will ensure that you become very successful, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I have lots of people connected for the very first time. I wish I have all the time to unmute you for you to ask me your questions or to book your slots. But look at what we're going to do right now. Okay, let me just unmute one more person and then I can get out of the way because I have a lot to do. All right, I told us I have a booking on radio tonight to share this on air with millions of persons, millions of listeners. All right, so that's why I'm rushing with my time. So who is again? Today is your first time. Today is your first time. Ogundipe, kindly unmute yourself, Ogundipe. Ogundipe, Oluwasegun, unmute yourself quickly. Yeah, Mr. Ogundipe, do you have any areas of concern, questions, things you need me to clarify for you that will enable you to get started? Or are you in with the project?
Yes, I am in the project and I got everything clearly.
Beautiful. How many slots would you love to go for, sir?
Yeah, I would love to go for 3, but not now.
But not now. Okay. What we're going to do right now is this. Make sure you send me your name, your location, how many slots you wish to have, and then the time, the day you're going to be making the payment quickly. Can you do that?
Okay, sir.
All right. God bless you, Mr. Ogundipe, for the trust. I really appreciate you. Okay. Simon Ogezi, you are raising your hand. You just told me you made a payment today. Simon Ogezi, unmute yourself quickly. You just told me you made payment today. Simon Ogezi, unmute yourself. Yeah. Simon, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you.
Yeah, you told me you made a payment today for one account.
Yes,
Okay.
I did.
Okay. I'm going to advise you to make it 3. Make it 3 accounts. Okay?
Sorry?
Yeah, I'm going to advise you to make it up to 3 accounts. It will benefit you a lot. Okay?
Okay. I will do that as time goes on.
Yeah, exactly. It's very important. Very, very important. Thank you so much for the trust. Thank you so much for the trust. Okay, let me just unmute one more new person. One more new person. Okay, Alonge, kindly unmute yourself. Alonge Remilekun. Yeah, today is your first time. Let me just unmute just one more person connecting today for the very first time because you are actually our VIPs. And if you are listening to me on a recorded video, maybe from a YouTube channel or maybe any of the social media platforms or on a website, make sure you click on the link wherever you are seeing it to get connected to any of our mentors. Don't forget, this is Realistic Dreams Initiative. Anybody that uses our video and points you to another organization, I'm sorry, that's not us. It must be Realistic Dreams Initiative. So find a way around. You're going to see links anywhere you are watching the recorded video, and then click there and get connected, okay, to the person that posted the video, and the person will get you back to the RDI management. God bless you real good for the trust you put into us to make our time to be with us in the business meeting live here. And for those of you that watched the recorded video even to the end, we want to say a very big thank you to you for witnessing this awesome opportunity. What I want to let you know is this. Trust me on this. Opportunities like this are like sunrises. You wait too long, you miss out on them. And there's nothing as painful as a missed opportunity. Trust me, I know many of you here, you've been hurt so much. I've been hurt so much by Nigerians, some Nigerians, through Ponzi schemes. So a lot of time, people now see great opportunities, and because of the hurt they had in the past, they tend to shy away from it. Never allow your past losses to put you in a place where you don't take bold steps anymore. Today, you have an opportunity to have an organization that's going to be right there with you all through the way. We are not just trying to sell a package to you. On our integrity, we're going to make sure you succeed. The only thing we require of you is the patience to allow us to work with you and help you, because we want to be helping you practically in building the business. Once again, thank you so much. I want to say what I said earlier again. You buy a business plus 6 months, you don't start earning. With the training and the support we are giving you, with the system we have, it's practically impossible. I'll write you a check or whatever you used in starting. God bless you real good. I love you all. RDI is waiting to welcome you into the Millionaire School and into our business support groups. Bye-bye, and do have a lovely day. Bye-bye.